Reopen the saved version of your poster file that you created prior to turning it to a PDF. Resave it again as poster alternate 1 with your initials. We're going to be using generative recolor. Go to Object, unlock all, and then select all. If the contextual taskbar does not come up, you can select Recolor from your Properties panel or from the contextual taskbar. Select Generative Recolor and in the prompt type in Tropical Sunrise. Click the Generate button. If you get a message about the user guidelines, click the link to go to the page, read the guidelines, and then return and click Agree. Select the top left variation in the lowest part of the Generative Recolor panel. You can click through the different options and then select the one that you like best. Click away from the artboard to deselect all objects in the file. At this time, there's a bug that often causes one object in the selection to not change using the Generative Recolor panel. The problem object is the large blue wave at the bottom of the panel. Unfortunately, we found no repeatable cause of this bug and can't predict what type of object will be affected or not affected. Generative Recolor is a very new AI-based technology, and we expect to see some problems with this. If you have this bug, select any unchanged object and use the eyedropper tool to change the fill color. So in this instance, I'm going to use the eyedropper and change this to the lighter green. Or maybe I'll pick this color. I like that one better. When you're satisfied with your first alternate poster, save the file. At this time, I do not need you to save this as the PDF. Close the file and reopen the poster again that was completed. Again, go to Object and unlock all. Click off to the side to deselect everything and then lock the date and time and left banner sublayers. Choose File, Save As, and name this Poster Alternate 2. Now select all and hit backspace or delete to delete everything else on the file. Choose the rectangle tool and reset the default fill and stroke setting. Click and drag to draw a new rectangle that fills the artboard. With the rectangle still selected, choose Window, Text to Vector Graphic. Choose Scene in the Type menu. Choose Scene from the Type menu. The Match Active Artboard Style option is not available. In the prompt field, type in sailboat at sunrise. And then click the Generate Beta. You can click through the variations to see what's available, and then in the text to vector panel add the words pop art to the prompt. Review the new variations and then select the one that you prefer. In the text to vector graphic panel, move your mouse cursor over any one of the thumbnails you're not using. Click the More Options button and then click the Trash button to delete them. Save the file and continue to the next exercise. The final step of this project is finishing off the edges so that the objects do not hang past the artboard edges. You're going to square off the design by creating a clipping mask to hide the elements you don't want to see. In the Layers panel, drag the group to the bottom of the layer stack. Using what you know about resizing and positioning objects, scale the generated group so that the file fills the entire artboard, which it should have done anyway. So this doesn't quite fill the entire artboard, so we're going to resize this by holding down your Shift key and dragging to hold the proportions so that it fits properly. Now it's going to be a little bit bigger than what the artboard is, so we're going to create a new rectangle that covers the artboard. Shift-click the selected art space in the Layers panel to add the generated group to the active selection. Choose Object, Clipping Mask, Make. You can expand it to look at it, but then collapse it and drag that clipping group to the bottom of the layer stack. Save the Illustrator file and close your files.